Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, are you a part of the 500,000 people that's entitled to a settlement from Credit Karma? Now, I'm going to talk about the settlement and everything, and you should have received a notice from the Federal Trade Commission. But this is what you need to understand why people have been sued, all right? Now, on Credit Karma, many of us know that with Credit Karma, we can check our TransUnion and Equifax. However, in our minds, we're thinking that our TransUnion and Equifax is equivalent to all financial institutions, right? And I'm going to show you right here why this does not work. Okay, now here it says, why is the score I got from my bank different from the score I see on Intuit Credit Karma? All right, now here's the thing about it. From reports from TransUnion and Equifax, both come from Vantage Score 3. Now, here's another problem, because many of us will go over to TransUnion as well as Equifax to get our credit scores, and we're thinking that's going to be the same as the banks as well. However, those scores are Vantage scores as well. This is the reason why I tell you guys, whenever you're shopping for credit cards, whenever you're shopping for money, period, or you're looking to get a mortgage or anything like that, these systems are not the systems you need to use. Now, here's the thing about it. Can you use these Vantage scores? Absolutely. Absolutely, you can use these Vantage scores. And I'm going to tell you a few places that you can actually use them. But I want to tell you something about this here lawsuit that many people, they may think is a fluke and they may throw the card away. Do not throw that card away. If you get something from the Federal Trade Commission, then do not throw that card away, because that card is money. Like I said, that's a nice chunk of change. All right. So do not throw that card away. If you have a family member that has done this, do not throw that card away. Now, here's what I want to explain to you. It's on the Federal Trade Commission website, so you can understand it, and you can go there, and it's an online claim form. You can actually go to the online claim form on the Federal Trade Commission website. All right. Now, here's the thing about it. It says where you denied after responding to an offer from Credit Karma. So what it basically was saying, you were on Credit Karma. Credit Karma said that, hey, you have a 680 credit score. You should apply for this Chase Bank credit card, or you should apply for this American Express credit card. So when you apply for these credit cards and you got denied, then you're scratching your head like, why did I get denied? Well, because Chase Bank and American Express, they use FICO 8. They use FICO 8 scoring system. Okay, that's very different from Vantage scoring system. So the reason that Credit Karma does this, Credit Karma is a lead generation system. All right, that's all it is. And for everybody that actually applies for a credit card, whether they get approved or not, they get compensated for it. Okay, and so I continue telling people this. I've been telling people this for years, that in reference to Credit Karma, that is not a reliable scoring system. Not when you're trying to get credit cards and loans from your major institutions like American Express, Chase, Bank of America, okay, Capital One, all right? Those major institutions are the ones they're pushing in front of you, all right? Even Discover, they're pushing these in front of you. However, those are not that Credit Karma is not giving you the actual score that these banks are actually looking at. This is why people say, oh, you can get a 100-point boost in your credit score within 5 days. And I made a video about it, which is true. However, what it is that Vantage score updates much faster than your FICO score, because your FICO score actually goes through the process of verifying the information. With Credit Karma, with their dispute system, they have an in-house dispute system with TransUnion. Then you have a separate link for Equifax. And what ends up happening when you dispute these items, Okay, within 48 to 72 hours, the negative things will be removed from your credit file. However, that has not updated with your FICO system, right? Because these things have not been verified and not updated with FICO, it can take anywhere, I've been telling people, from 25 up to 35 days, okay? So that's the reason, like a lot of people that have been applying for these credit cards and stuff, they've been denied. You know what? They say, oh, you got approved for this, or you can get approved for this car loan, or this mortgage, a better interest rate on you. No, because this is a Vantage scoring system. Now, here's the thing about it. With my FICO, and I'll put a link below, when it comes to mortgages, FHA has started using a Vantage 4 system. And they've been using a Vantage 4 system, and they've been using a FICO 10 trending system to determine in terms of your qualifications for a mortgage. Okay, that they have. But in reference to the institutions that are actually that are using a Vantage score, there's very few. But let me help you understand this settlement. Now, in terms of what is the settlement about, in January 2023 was charged by the FTC, settled with a charge of FTC. All right. Now, here's the thing about it. You have to understand, because they were telling people you're pre-approved or you had a 90% chance of odds of approval sometimes between February 2018 and 2021. Those are the dates you want to look for. Had you used Credit Karma in between those dates, okay, those are the dates that they're actually looking at, okay, through that time period. So people that have used Credit Karma between that time period and applied for credit cards, then those are the ones should have got a notification from the Federal Trade Commission, okay? Now, you can also, if you did not receive that notification, all right, it says we sent letters and emails with claim IDs to people who are eligible to apply. If you need help filing a claim, call the claim administration at 866-848-0871. Okay, so that way, if you have problems, or like I said, you can go right here, right on the link. All right, now, how do I apply for a payment? You can apply online through this here link here. It says Secure.Credit Karma Settlement. Let's look at it. So you'll know what it looks like. All right, and so this is FTC Credit Karma Settlement. And you put your claim number in, and then after you put your claim number in, you click continue. So that's what's going on, okay? And when is the deadline? To be eligible, you must file by March 4, 2024, okay? Now, in terms of, they can't say how much people will receive. They can't say that, all right? When will I get my payment? Again, they don't know the mailing date. Where can I get help to find out more information? All right. This number here that I just gave you. All right. So that's the thing about it. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Now you know. Now, again, with the Credit Karma, their situation in terms of the Vantage score, and where do you go to? Well, here's some institutions. Here's one institution that you can go to using the Credit Karma Vantage score. This is BCU, Baxter Credit Union. Now with BCU, they are a non-geo restricted. Anybody can join them. And how do you join them? You can join them through employment, community charter, family, Life Money U. Life Money U is a free organization. Well, I wouldn't say a free organization. It's a financial organization. You pay $5 to join, but they'll waive the $5, and then you can join. Now, again, BCU, being a credit union, they offer the loans, the credit cards, and business products as well. All right. Credit union, you can join and use your Vantage score from Credit Karma. You can go to Veridian Credit Union. It's another non-GO. Okay, it's another non-GO. I'm gonna tell you guys a secret too, just while we're here. You see this here 15-month earning CD at 5.5 with $1,000 minimum balance. Here's why you want to take that $1,000 and open up that 15-month CD. Most credit unions, and I talked about this with Navy Federal, most credit unions, if you open up a long-term CD, okay, this solidifies you as a long-term invested customer. And because of that, you have a higher internal score to help you qualify for their products, even if you may have a little challenging credit. Okay? This is one of the key things. If you open a long-term CD, like I said, they only want us 15 months for $1,000. Like I said, this gives you a higher chance of being approved for their personal credit cards, the business credit cards, the business loans, the personal loans. So whatever you need. And this is Advantage 3, okay? And so again, they use TransUnion. They use TransUnion, as well as I was telling you about BCU. BCU uses TransUnion Vantage Score. Now, here's the reason why that's interesting, because with your Vantage scoring, you can add the utilities, you can add the rent payments, the subscriptions, okay, and authorize users to help build up the Vantage scoring so that you can qualify for these accounts with these institutions. Now, again, please excuse me, I'm under the weather, but if you all have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.